Hello and welcome to my masterclass, how to cut off toxic people from your life. In a couple weeks from now, we're going to be headed into new beginnings. A new year, a new decade, and most annoyingly said, a new you. And in the wake of new beginnings, you'll probably realize that there's a lot of people that you'd rather just leave in 2019. But what I'm trying to say is there's people in your life right now that you would rather see out in 2020. I would like to start off this masterclass with a quote. It's good to be accessible, but not everyone should have access to you. Let that sink in. You've come to this video today because you realize you need to get rid of some baggage. And getting rid of baggage is essential to this thing called growth. And in order for me to grow as a content creator and YouTuber, I'm gonna need you to subscribe. Like now. But I digress. Here's how to cut off toxic people from your life to prepare for 2020. First things first, this is going to hurt. I don't care if you met this person 2 decades ago or 2 months ago. There was a bond that kept you all together for so long, and cutting them off is going to hurt. It doesn't matter if they were the meanest, most vile, hurtful people on the planet. Loss is loss. Even some people that have escaped abusive relationships still have this sense of loss and sadness when they leave their abuser. It's just a part of life, you know, loss is loss and loss can be sad. But like little caterpillars cracking out of their cocoon and bursting into the beautiful butterflies they were meant to be, we have to shed away the crinkly, ugly parts of our lives that no longer serve us. So here are 3 steps into cutting off the bad people in your life. First, I want you all to imagine the successful version of yourself. Whether you are a videographer right now and then you become the top videographer in America, or you're studying to be a neurosurgeon, nurse, or a content creator, or a business owner. You are at the top of the world and you have reached what you believe is success. Just think of yourself as Beyonce. Now imagine you surrounded by all the people that love you, that motivate you, that inspire you, that are inspired by you. And then imagine your little friend that's annoying, that brings you down, that is a horrible friend, shouldn't even be considered a friend. Imagine that little friend still treating you, disrespecting you, and talking to you the same way he does now while you're successful. And then think to yourself, I got all the money, the wealth, the health, the stability in the world. Do I really need this person making me feel like I don't? Do I? Do I really think this person deserves me as a friend? Do I really want them to believe that they have earned my loving friendship? This is a hard one. Not really. Nope, 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 nope. I like to use this example because it forces you to think highly of yourself. I think when we're all in our 20s and the world is constantly telling us that we're dumb, we're privileged, we don't know what we want, this, that, blah, 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 it can be a little bit taxing on our self-esteem as young professionals in the world. And so when you picture yourself as the person you are going to be when you make it, it makes it easier for you to discern whether or not these people in your life right now are going to make it when you're up at the top. Like, it's easier to predict that. Picturing ourselves as a successful person kind of forces us to see the value in ourselves. But the thing is, that value is still there. It's not depreciated or nothing. It's unfortunate that a lot of us young people don't consider ourselves valuable at this time in our lives. But we are. We are human beings with a purpose and a goal. Some of us don't know it yet, but that doesn't mean we're any less valuable than the other person. And once you know your value, it's a lot easier to see who around you also sees your value and also wants to uplift you and be of value to you. And with that, you can make a pros and cons list of any friendship, which leads me to my next step, making a pros and cons list. I know, it sounds like a very rudimentary concept, and that's because it is, but sometimes you just gotta go back to the basics. Another disclaimer, if you are like me and you're easily swayed by emotion and a lot of times you kind of have trouble thinking objectively, this might not be for you. Or it'd be best if you make these pros and cons lists with someone that can actually think objectively with you, like a close friend. And if you're like me, it's easy to make a cons list. He's rude, he curses too much, he doesn't see your potential, he doesn't like your family, blah, 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 blah. It's easy to make a cons list and fully ignore just for the fact that he makes good pancakes. And now we go to the last step, the cut. In this step, I'm introducing the concept of closure. Well, I know, not everybody deserves closure. I understand that not everybody deserves closure, but if you go to the route of blocking, just be prepared for them to call your mama, text your friends, call you from different numbers. It'll just do both of you all good, depending on the type of friendship and the type of person that that person is, to establish closure. Closure helps both of you all leave the friendship with no questions left unanswered. It's just, this is what it is, this is what it will be. That's the closure. There's no questions of, oh, can I call you tomorrow? Can I call you next month? Can I still text you? Can I still Snapchat? Can we still send funny memes? All of that is done when closure is established. And there's absolutely no stupid text during the holiday times talking about miss you, that forces you to remember all of the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad things you went through because of that person. There's none of that. Depending on the friendship and depending on the person, you can either meet up with them in person or just do phone calls. I like phone calls. And so it's important to ask them, you know, when y'all can meet up. Don't say like, when can we talk? Unless you want to. Like, some people may definitely be petrified of that statement and not want to talk to you, period. But maybe that's what you want. You can just ask them, you know, when's a good time that you can talk and like get things off of your chest that you have been battling with for the past couple of days, months, or whatnot. Something along that script. Do it however you want. But before I even get on the phone, I like to have a script. And it doesn't have to be word for word, but it has to be some type of place where I have everything I want to say out on paper. I like to be very intentional when it comes to these types of conversations. I like to write down everything that I want to say, and then also what I think they're going to say, so that I can easily think of a response, not a retaliation, but a response to that clause or claim or what have you. You also want to make it short and sweet and not drag it down. Dragging it down just makes things worse and harder for both of you all. But you also want to make sure that you're saving some time for them to speak. Even though what they say don't really matter because your mind already made up, but this is gonna be your last interaction with them for a while. Feel free to let them speak and acknowledge their shortcomings and how they were fools, but just for the sake of having this last final conversation. But you know, if they start playing the victim, if they start victim blaming or playing the victim, hang off. Like I said in my last video, I think our 20s are so important. They're the bedrock of our adulthood, and we don't need to waste it trying to keep friendships that no longer serve us or are doing more harm than good. When we continue to accept these leeches into our lives, it makes it harder for us to actually love people that want to become part of our lives. We need to make more time taking bad people out so that we can have more space in our hearts for the good people that want to come in, for the people that are actually ready for us. That's all I got. Thank you all for being participants in my very first masterclass. And before you leave, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Leave the person name you leaving in 2019 in the comments below. Yeah, do that. Don't do that.